Welcome back, everybody. Automotive Inc. here. Today we're doing HomeLink. So this is going to work for the 2026 Kia Sportage specifically, but if you get HomeLink in any Kia vehicle, this will also work. So I'll try and break this video out and title it something different as we go along, so that way everybody can hit the keyword that they need to. Now, if you have the My IQ system or Garage Door IQ system from Kia Hyundai, then that's something else you got to plug into these older garage doors and pay. I like HomeLink way better. So make sure you smash the subscribe button. Helps the small channel out. Thumbs up, notification bell. Let's get to it. When you get into your vehicle, one, you're going to need your key, because Kia's HomeLink does not activate when the vehicle is not in run mode, which is good and bad, right? So if your kids got locked out and you're away and you can unlock your vehicle and they could jump in there, say my Ram, that HomeLink works anytime. So bad thing is somebody breaks into your vehicle, they could hit the garage door and steal you blind while you're sleeping at night. So that is a plus there. So make sure you have your key, and then also make sure, whether you have a Genie or a LiftMaster or whatever, you make sure you have your garage door opener remote, and you are good to go. So first things first, get this bad boy in, I guess, run mode, if you will. Accessory mode will not work. We're going to come up here to the actual mirror itself. You have three buttons, 1, 2, 3. We're going to push and hold these three, 1 and 3, until that LED blinks rapidly. This is basically, even though this is a new car, it clears it out. You get that green flashing light, you're good as gold. The thing I like about HomeLink is it works with anything, right? The My IQ system, if you have a gate for your property and an old remote like this, HomeLink works with that. If not, then you then have to get the My IQ type stuff and see if your gate opener is applicable to that. So I don't like that. This works with Genie and all the other garage door openers, and it also works with, again, whatever gate frequency you have. So if you have a remote for a gate, you can put this HomeLink to work for you. So next, we're going to decide. So we have currently 2 garage doors, and we don't have a gate or anything, but it will work. So I'm going to take this. Our first button here is for my wife's door, the most important door. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to the mirror itself, and what we're going to do is we're going to push and hold this, and we're going to push and hold our remote button at the exact same time. Now, make sure your car is kind of out of the line of sight. So see, when it blinks rapidly, the remote itself is now trained to the mirror on button 1. Again, she has the most important garage door because she's the queen. And now we'll do the second button basically the same way. So your garage door is going to go up and down, so make sure your car is out of the way, of course, and you don't have to turn on to the run cycle. It just needs to be in the run mode. So you don't have to start it, you just have to double click your start button or turn your key to full run, then it does it. So now we need to get a ladder. Now we're going to climb up on that ladder to our garage door opener. On most Genies, they usually keep it pretty simple. You have a plus and minus, you have up and down arrows or whatever. We need to push the program learn. Depending on your actual garage door opener, just find out how it goes into the learn mode and you are golden, okay? So now we're gonna go up here, and this is our learn button here. We push and hold it on a Genie. We're gonna let go of it. It's gonna start blinking. So now we have about a minute before the garage door opener goes back to its sleep state and doesn't do it. We're gonna come inside the vehicle, and we're going to push this. We're going to let it go. We're going to push it again. And let it go. Push it again. And let it go. And eventually what's going to happen is you're going to hear that garage door go up and down behind you. Okay? So now we're going to go to our second button again. And so this is going to be my little garage door over there, the little dinky one, my side that gets stuffed with stuff to store. Now we're going to program the second button. Now, if you don't have any more openers that you need to program at this time, you can stop here. In the future, all you have to do is pick up from here, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the second button. Now, for us personally, this button's kind of close to the second button. We only have 2 doors. So what we're going to do is we're going to program the second button to the third button. So there's no confusion if you actually bump the second one. It's basically going to be doing nothing. But then it will be your blank for the future stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We're going to push and hold this. And we're going to push and hold my little garage door button. Push and hold it. And it's already programmed. Now don't get concerned if yours takes a little bit longer. If the battery's weak in this thing, your actual remote, it can take a few times. Don't worry about that. Now I will tell you what Genie is these buttons typically sometimes if you hold it for more than like 10-15 seconds, it'll switch to a different rolling program mode. So that's why I say I encourage you to just let off this button, hold it for 5, push it down again for 5. Yeah, the garage door is going to be going up and down or stopping, whatever. It's totally fine. Ain't going to hurt it. But that way you don't switch these modes. And usually those modes are dictated by a little red and green light in the bottom here. It's hard to see, but it is there. So I do have to warn you of that. But if yours is on red when you push it normally, all you have to do is push and hold that button again until it turns red again. If it turns green during this process, push and hold it again until it turns red, and then just shorten your time on holding the actual garage door remote button down. Now this new Hyundai Kia system does it really freaking quick. Subarus, a little bit longer. Rams, a little bit longer. Fords, pretty quick. Chevys, pretty quick. But it's all the same premise. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our second garage door, and we're going to hit that learn button. Now, just in case you didn't notice, the first one was a Genie 1200 IntelliCode, and this bad boy was replaced after. And this is a Silent Max 1000. Same button configuration, so we're going to push and hold it. You're going to see that LED come on. We let go of it. You're going to see it start flashing. And now we got, again, about a minute before we have to get this other button programmed really quick. So we're going to hop back into the Sportage. Come over here. We're going to push number 3. Push and hold. Let go. It's still sending the signal, so we're going to push and hold. We're going to let go. Push and hold. Let go. Push and hold. And like I said, sometimes it does take a second, but you can see that door is opening. And that's all there is to it, guys. Now we still have a third button if we need to use it, whether you can program your door in whatever button the hell you want. It doesn't really matter. This is your HomeLink mirror. If you ever sell the car, guys, and you're getting ready to trade it off, when you get to the dealer, push and hold these 2 buttons, the outside buttons, 1 and 3. Hold it till that blinks rapidly, and you have cleared all of your garage door openers. If you have a hitch and a giddy up, guys, you can always reset it and start the process over. It's not going to hurt it. It's a great system. I mean, honestly, when this system came out years and years and years ago, I wish I had it, and it became one of those bugaboos where I wouldn't buy another car without it. And the My IQ thing, although I think a lot of new openers have that ability, I have old crap. And so you know what? I don't want to deal with it. So to answer your question, yes, it will work on your gates. It will work on your other things other than the garage door openers if you have a RF type remote type system like this. So all you guys got to do is just follow these easy steps and you're going to have it. So again, guys, I appreciate you guys being here. You need something, you comment below, and Automotive Inc., I will get on that answer for you, and I will always love to hear from you guys. Catch you on the next one.